If you can't paint, sip a little more than you paint. But without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Cheryl, who's going to get us started. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for agreeing to work with us, and welcome to our family reunion.
Yes, thank you for having me. Again, I am so excited. This is I told Joy when she got in contact with me that it would be a total honor for us to host you tonight. So we're going to make sure you have a good time. We're going to check with you first. We got to make sure you have everything you need to have a good time. The first thing is, now this, I just found out today, is a Trader Joe's sangria in a box. When the man said box, I was like, ugh, but it's amazing. So I highly recommend it. You can get it at Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah, Trader Joe's got that good box wine, Miss Cheryl.
Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. This is a new thing for me. So yeah, so I want to make sure you guys got something to drink, that you're comfortable. Some things that you're gonna need during our evening together is some water to rinse your brushes. You can use a can or a jar or anything. And hold on, I'm gonna pull this down for a minute. It distracts me. I'll put it back up when we get underway. But you should also have 2 paintbrushes. One is a number 14 paintbrush, and the other one is a number 12 paintbrush. And also you should have either a palette knife or a spatula, a wooden spatula. And that's just for picking up your paint out of the containers and then putting it on your palette tray, which is another thing you should have. You should have 2 of these styrofoam palette trays so that we can mix colors. And then you also should have the cellophane envelope, which contains your reference image, which we'll have it on the screen too, so you don't really need it. And then also you should have your tracing paper and carbon paper. And throughout the evening, I forgot to mention my able-bodied assistant, Shelby, is going to help us with some trivia along the way. So I hope you brought your trivia game with you, because we're doing weird facts, geography, black card revoked, everything. So get ready, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do is I want you to grab either a number 2 pencil or a pen. It is really nice for this. And you need your canvas. That's the other thing. You need a canvas. And yours doesn't look like mine. Mine is a canvas board. Yours is an actual canvas. So we're gonna take the carbon paper out. We're gonna use that. And we're going to use the tracing paper, okay? Should also have some paint. You're going to have some yellow, some orange, or red and yellow, white, black, and phthalo blue. And those are the colors we're going to use tonight. So without further ado, I'm so glad I could see everybody. I love all the pit backgrounds. Those are awesome. I took some shots beforehand, so I'll be sure to share those with Joy. We currently have, let's see, what we have online. We have 58 people online with us right now. So that's one of our bigger crowds, huh, Shelby? Mm-hmm. So we're so glad to have you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure that your canvas is face up. That's the side with the linen on it, okay? The next piece you want is the carbon paper. So there's a shiny side and there's a dull side. Now I'm gonna say this again because believe it or not, people get this wrong. Shiny side goes down, shiny side down. Okay, shiny side down, shiny side down. I'll keep saying that because if you trace this and it's shiny side up, you're gonna have to do it all over again, all right? So make sure the shiny side is down and place that on your canvas. Then you're gonna place your tracing image right on top of that. And you can pull it off to the left if you want. You can put it right in the center. That's up to you. I'm gonna pull mine off to the left. And you should make sure that the traceable image on top is in alignment with the carbon paper, okay? So my line on top, there's carbon paper underneath. My claw right here, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit because it looks like it's right on the edge of the carbon. So I'm gonna pull it up just a little bit so that all of these lines, when I use my pen, get transferred onto the carbon, okay? So as soon as we get done with this part, this is the hardest part, you guys. As soon as we get done with this part, then we can have some fun, all right? But I want you guys to pay attention and make sure that you get this part right so you can have fun the rest of the way. And basically just rest your hand on your tracing paper and carbon paper, okay? And you want to do that so it doesn't move around, okay? And once you get started, you just want to lay your hand on top of the canvas. Let's start on the left-hand side over on the panther's ear, and just put your pen down and pull the end of the pen around the edge and just follow the lines. You can take your time doing this. And then while we're doing this, I think we can have a trivia question pop up on the screen. And just keep on following that all the way to the right.
Now, do I need to press hard, Miss Cheryl?
You don't need to press hard.
Oh, okay.
It could be medium, you know, it's just, it's so thin, the tracing paper and the carbon paper, that it'll immediately transfer with very little pressure.
Oh, good.
What if my lines are kind of crooked?
Should it be?
That's okay. You
I've
can
been-
smooth those out with your paintbrush later. That's what's so cool. That's what's really cool about the number 14 brush is the straight edge. So it'll help you straighten out those lines. And then just take your time. So that's the first outside line. Now let me tell you something before you get too far gone, all right? If you want to check to make sure that you continued the whole line, hold your hand down on the canvas, okay? And then lift up on the other side while you're holding down on the left-hand side, because you don't want to have to reposition your canvas. So you see? So that's how you check to see how you're doing. Just lift up one side, keep your hand down on the other. Okay? And did you put something up? Oh, you did? I can't. I have to minimize. I'm so busy looking at you guys. I like to see that you're painting or getting your sketch down. Okay, so there's a question here. Before he was a member of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X was called Young Slim, Reddit, or Detroit Red? Reddit or someone said Reddit.
He was slim. Malcolm X was slim, so I don't know, child. I don't know about Malcolm X.
Detroit Red.
Detroit Red, baby.
Malcolm X is a little
Detroit Red.
My boy Malik there, I know him.
What's the answer? The answer is D, Detroit Red.
Yeah.
Somebody knows their trivia.
What was that, Joy?
I said somebody knows their trivia out there. I think that was Malik.
Yeah, that's my boy Malik El-Haj Shabazz. That's my boy.
So just keep continuing around and try to do it in order. Oh, okay. So last time he checked, he was the man on the streets. So fill in the person. Was it Young Jeezy, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, or Drake? Last time he checked, he was the man on the streets.
This is too difficult.
Drake wasn't nobody's man or nobody's street.
No,
That's right. That's right.
no.
Come on, bros. From that Kendrick song. What's that song on there? Last time I checked, I was the man of these streets.
What song?
Who concentrating hard like me to get this trace right, though?
I'm working real hard. Can't touch my drink.
Oh, I'm trying to make sure the trace is right.
Oh, this is
I know my Panther's gonna be lopsided.
Hey, Brian.
I thought I messed this up so bad. I'm proud of
We
you.
got drunk. Who's that here?
Girl, I messed up getting drunk before tracing. I should have known.
Dang.
Yo.
This rum is hitting hard.
That's okay.
1792 small batch. That's what it's
I'm
called.
learning a lot about Dietrich over these last couple of days. Hi, Dee.
I could have told you
Say
that.
hi to me.
Courtney, say hi.
Oh, hey.
So yeah, you guys, I promise this is the hardest part. All these little lines and curves. So Jerome from Martin is a player from
Oh, if y'all
The
know.
Himalayas.
Oh, it's
Harlem.
Himalaya.
Can I get the answers out?
Himalayas.
That was easy. The Himalayas.
The Himalayas.
That is so funny.
The Himalayas.
I need to get some.
I'm not even going to pretend I knew that. Okay.
What?
Wait a minute, Miss Cheryl.
You didn't watch Martin?
It's been a while.
It's
Not
okay,
the
Miss Cheryl.
reruns.
I didn't know either. I'm just tracing.
No, it's been a long time. I think, like, because you guys don't know, but I watched the original episodes of Martin, okay?
Fair.
So, look at Yvette.
Hey, I'm with you there, Cheryl. I was there too.
So,
I'm trying to figure out how y'all talking and
Cheryl
tracing
got
at
me
the
out
same
here.
time.
Michelle got me out here with my tongue out tracing like I'm 7. Like,
Me too, yo.
You're doing it right.
Me too.
Yeah,
One
you're
day-
only doing it right if your tongue is sticking out. So,
Like, and I can't even talk at the same time. I'm stopping every time I say something.
okay, don't distract
Some
the
people just ain't tracing. That's really what it is.
That's I'm trying to make sure my panther look right, okay?
right? Because your tracing
It's
is
rustic.
the most important part. Because how you get that down determines how the rest of it looks.
The level of
But
focus.
it will look like an animal with fangs.
An animal with
Okay, what is the fastest snake in the world? The black mamba, the king cobra, the boom slang, or the taipan?
What the heck is a boom slang? Is that real?
I don't know what a boom slang is.
That's
but I don't
a-
know
that's
what
Is that real?
Sounds cool. I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go with
Boom
C.
slang.
Boom slang? I thought it was a black mamba.
It's the mamba.
No, I don't think black mamba does.
That's
I think that's the deadliest. It's the most deadliest is the black mamba. Oh,
But is that because he's fast?
is it deadly though?
Oh, there's one
Right,
day.
because it'll come after
Black
you.
Mamba.
I'm saying mamba for Kobe.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I was
trust
like,
that.
is that why they call Kobe Black
Yeah,
Mamba?
the mamba. That's the mamba
Nice.
mentality.
Wonder.
rest in peace.
All right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
All right, so I'm almost done with my panther head. How are you guys doing?
I thought you were saying about to say
Almost
you're
there.
almost done. Period.
Yeah, all good. All good.
I'm done with the
Oh,
panther.
no.
But Miss Cheryl, these claws.
She's gonna make us look bad.
That's my job, though. I do this all the time.
Right? I'm done with the head. It's the claws are
I
getting
turned
me.
off
The
the
claws are
Oh,
getting
claws.
It's real
Yeah.
tricky, Miss
yeah, I
Cheryl.
turned off the camera. What's up?
Alright, I think I'm good.
I feel like I'm gonna have half a claw on one of them, but it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be real skinny in the middle from the paper bunching up.
Hey, Joy,
That's the other thing.
whose idea was it to have the claws?
I mean, listen, it looks nice. They look good.
I want to know.
Hey. The claws are popping.
The claws are popping.
This and the real thing.
They're just the extra part.
Yes.
What are you gonna do with them?
This is an
Okay,
extra
so in
group.
which city was Martin Luther King Jr. assassinated?
Memphis.
I mean,
Memphis.
it was in
Memphis.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Atlanta, Memphis,
Mm-mm.
Washington, D.C., or Birmingham?
Wait,
Memphis.
what was the answer to the last one?
The last one was Black Mamba.
It was Memphis.
you sure?
It's Memphis.
Yep.
What are you eating over there, Tammy?
Ooh.
What you
I
eating?
didn't bring snacks. That's my one mistake.
I didn't hear
Oh,
you
you
say it
gotta
again.
bring snacks.
Oh,
You're
I put water, but no snacks.
talking about you eat big snacks. Go to the kitchen.
Yeah. Ain't you home?
My
Ain't
fridge
you
is
home?
empty, John. Leave me alone.
She's like, nah, I'm at work, John.
Oh, we got another trivia question here. So, he's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman. Is it Kanye West, Ray Rice, John Shaft, or Chris Brown?
What a list of
Ray Rice.
Definitely not.
Let's see.
Brown.
Definitely not Kanye.
Nobody understands Kanye.
We should have let him get into his zone.
Shut your mouth.
And the answer is
Yeah.
it's Shaft.
Hey, Roxanne and Salisa.
Good one.
What y'all doing? I'm finished tracing.
I was done like
You
5
finished
minutes
tracing.
ago.
You lying.
You guys
Hey,
are done?
hey, hey.
You'll be done before me.
I'm
All
gonna
done,
keep
baby.
racing on it.
All done.
Doesn't mean it's any good.
It's done. Scroll.
Wait.
Joy, just make sure you were on the shiny side. That's all I have to say.
That's right, because it's right,
I checked twice.
right? You do not want to
I
have that.
definitely feel sorry for anybody who didn't put the shiny side down.
Real talk though.
About to be 10 minutes behind everybody.
They
My
work it out.
next t-shirt is going to be shiny side down.
That would be. See,
That would be cute.
we're here for marketing help.
Real cute.
See, I got kind of tired.
I love it. All right, I think I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Yeah, make sure both of your fangs are there. As Joy will tell you, I forgot a fang at one point. I'm gonna go back and put a fang in.
Yeah, it almost had a snag or two. We fixed it though.
Mine came out
All
correctly.
right.
Crap.
Okay, so for my sports fans out there, which NFL team does not play in its home city? Cowboys, Colts, Patriots, or the Saints?
Like
Cheers.
it's the original city? Like which one moved?
Yeah, which NFL team does not currently play in its home city?
Colts.
Cowboys, Patriots, who?
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
There's two teams.
The Patriots don't have a home city.
Anybody else?
I was going to say the Cardinals.
Oh.
The Cardinals.
The Patriots don't even have a city. They just got a whole region of the country.
Cowboys,
Not
Cowboys. Hey, the
Also, was the
Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Yep.
Oh, what they play in Irvine?
No, they're Arlington.
I wish I knew. I know absolutely nothing about sports. So
It's basically Dallas.
that's not my forte.
Arlington is
All
not
right.
down.
So,
It really isn't. I actually went there and I was like,
so guys, we got our reference image right here, right? So the next colors we're gonna pick up is the blue. All right, so I want everybody to grab their little paint containers and their little palette knives, okay, or their little wooden palette. Open it up, and then we're gonna take a little bit out, put it down on your palette.
Oh.
Okay, so and before you stick it in the white, you want to rinse that off, wipe it off on your paper towel or your washcloth, and then we're going to pick up a little white. So I'm taking a little white and I'm putting it to the side. Don't put it directly into your color. Put it off to the side, right? Because we want a really bright blue that is not exactly 100% phthalo blue. So I'm going to take a little bit of this white and a very small amount and move it into this phthalo blue. We're just lightening it just a little bit. So can you see the difference between the two colors? Can you zoom? Are we zoomed in on that, Shelby?
Yeah. Oh, let me see. There we go.
Yeah, when you add a new color, always put the color off to the side.
Got it.
I'm going to add just a little bit more white to the blue. And I think that's pretty close to the color we want to get.
Gosh.
But what happens if your color is too light?
If it's too light,
That's the remix.
then that means that you put your white directly into your blue.
You ain't following instructions.
I'm about to say, that means you weren't following
Now, see, I wasn't
directions.
gonna say that. But what you can do is to pick up some more blue, put it off to the side, and then pick up some of that lighter blue and add it to that blue that you just picked up. So let me do that again for you, all right? So if you put too much white in your blue and it's too light, go ahead and pick up a little more blue, put it off to the side, and then pick up some of that blue that you consider too light and add it just a little bit to your blue. That should give you the blue you need.
I'm getting nervous.
Don't get nervous, Deacon. You'll be fine.
Anyone got paint on their hands yet?
Yep.
Okay,
I
so
definitely
this
got
is
paint on my hands.
Just a tad
Yeah.
bit. A tad bit.
Not even the one that's tracing.
Okay, so we're going to use our number 14 brush first. That's the flat brush with the flat edge, okay? So we're dipping this in water and tapping off the excess water. Mine's a little used, so it looks a little different than your brush. And I'm just tapping it on my towel to soak out the excess water. And then I'm going to lay down my brush on both sides to coat both sides of my brush. And what we want, first of all, is our paint to be the consistency of an ink. So add a little water. So I'm dipping back into my water and adding a little more water to the palette. And we want like an inky consistency and not like glue or paste, okay? So it should flow out of your brush. Okay, so now that I have both sides loaded with paint and I have a nice chisel, when I'm done, I should have a chisel edge. Can you see that okay? Let's see. Put it up there. Okay, yeah, so you should have like a chisel edge like that.
Oh.
Okay.
All right? Okay, I'm moving over to the canvas. Everybody over to the canvas now. Going over to the canvas. And we're going to zoom in so you can see how I'm doing this, all right? So the whole trick to being successful at this is being able to paint a straight line, right? So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use this number 14 as a straight edge. So I'm just going to lay my brush right along that edge. Can you see how they line up? Can we zoom in, Shelby?
Yeah, some of us used to have trouble coloring in between the lines as kids.
Of course.
And then just line that up like that, and then just pull. Just pull it in the direction of the line. So just all the way around, use that straight edge. Just place it around the lines of the drawing. Okay, and then you can go back and fill this in. Now the cool thing about painting on a flat surface like this is that you can turn your canvas and just as if you would use a piece of paper and just use the straight edge of your brush to follow the straight lines of the drawing. Don't press down too hard. If you press down really hard, then that'll cause the paint to flow outside the line. So you want to make sure you're just barely touching the canvas.
I hear people working because it's awful quiet.
Hey,
yeah, that's what happens.
We focus.
That's what happens. And then you just do that all the way around.
I'm Bob Ross over here.
Hey.
Hi, Bob Ross.
Speaking of Bob Ross.
Happy mistakes.
There's about to be a lot of happy mistakes today.
Yep. Already on it.
He's my little spirit friend.
There he is.
Oh, I think I already messed up.
And just use that and follow. Now, I'm going to give you another tip. So let's stop for a second. I'm going to show you how to use your other brush. If you find that using the number 14 brush and fitting this flat edge into these round spaces is difficult, then you can pick up the number 12 brush, okay? So the number 12 brush is a little bit different in that you can get in very small spaces. So what you'll want to do is to dip your brush in the water, tap off the excess water. Should already have like a really nice point on this brush. And then lay it down on your paper towel, kind of twirl it between your thumb and forefinger. Just keep twirling it until you get a nice point. Can you see that? So you get this nice point, then you go back over to your blue, and then you'll have like a quilt, you know, like back in the 1700s, it's like a little quilt. So you just use the end of your quill point. Now you can get into these small areas. So it's up to you. You can follow all the lines around your canvas with the number 14, or if it feels more comfortable with for you, you can just use the tip of the 12. Okay. So just keep focused on that, and then we'll regale you with more trivia questions. Okay, so who won the Emmy or the Grammy for the Best Singer and Album Award in 2017? Was it Adele, Beyonce, or Lady Gaga?
That's nonsense.
Adele.
It was Adele because it was.
They be shafting my girl Beyonce.
It was Adele, and she gave it to Beyonce. Well,
She gave it to Beyonce, so.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
She knew better.
You knew better.
She did though. That's
Adele.
Yeah,
Adele is talented now. Let's be clear.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, let's be clear. Hello was the jam, honey.
Adele has the hits, but.
I mean, Lemonade, yeah.
But it was
Hey, but Joy, how you feel about Adele now appropriating culture?
It's a concern.
You have to ask a Jamaican. I think that's only fair to ask a
Let's
Jamaican.
pull those who it affects directly. Any Jamaicans on the call? How do y'all feel?
Yes, sir. Now let me tell you, ma'am. You know, once you have a piece of jerk chicken in your hand, you can't help but put on some Jamaican flag bikinis. I can't help it. You know?
Yeah, she was
And then
kinda
you just got to put your hair in knots. Every time I leave Jamaica, I have dreads. That's all I have to let you know.
I'm not gonna lie, she looked like someone set her up. I don't know.
I was like, where are your friends? Like, somebody would tell you, like, this is not appropriate, bro.
Right.
The guy in the back looked super excited. I feel like he's like, this is gonna hit on the internet.
He said, I'm going.
Okay, guys, I'm going to interrupt for a second. I have to ask you a trivia question, and I have to show you something because I don't want you to mess up your piece, okay? So the first question is, if they climb into the windows, you should hide your money, your Easter eggs, your kids, and your wife, or your television.
Hide your kids.
Snatching everybody out here.
For real,
Okay,
for real.
good.
You just hide your money. Ain't nobody trying to steal your kids and wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I don't know. You got to ask Donald Trump.
I need to share something with you guys really quickly before we move on. And that is, we're going to mix a couple of colors here because I want you to see where the orange is going so you don't forget, or the yellow. All right? So the way we're making yellow is you should have some yellow and you should have some orange, or you should have some red. I can't remember. Or if it's yellow ochre. Do you have yellow or do you have yellow ochre?
We have bright yellow.
We got
yellow,
we got orange.
And the
Okay,
orange.
good. And you have orange, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. That's what you should have. Okay, so we're going to take some yellow and put that down. Yellow is going to be the dominant color. Okay.
Oh, this is stressful.
And then we're going to take, I'm going to wipe off my palette knife, and I'm going to pick up a little orange, and I'm putting it off to the side. Okay. Putting it off to the side. Now, what we're going for is the orange in the panther. All right. So in order to do that, we need to add a little bit at a time. So we're going to take a little bit from here like this, a very small amount, and add it to the yellow.
But Miss Cheryl, it's a gold. It's not orange, it's gold.
Okay, well, gold. We're trying to make gold. Sorry. So this color is as close to the gold as we can get. Okay, we could add maybe a teeny tiny bit more orange. Teeny tiny more. So I added a little more. You just add a little bit at a time. That way you don't overpower the color. So never try to like do half and half right away. It never works. just a little bit at a time. And so that should be our orange color that we use, all right? So now I'm gonna take my number 14 brush. I'm gonna rinse it off really well. Tap off the excess water and go in and load paint on both sides of my brush. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put some orange so I don't forget where the orange goes, right? So just go ahead and add a little bit in so you remember. I just don't want you to be making a lot of progress and then realize you colored the wrong area. So this is all orange. And the nature of acrylic paint is that you're gonna find you're gonna want more than one coat. And actually, I think I'll add a little more orange to this so that I get something that's a little closer to gold. And then, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Oops, lost my palette knife. We'll do another one. That's okay.
I don't know about y'all, but mine is coming up pretty smooth right now.
I know. I just realized that this was a knife, and Dietrich isn't supposed to be around knives. So did you give him like a spoon?
You know what,
Or-
Miguel? Was that Miguel? Kiss my A, okay?
I was just wondering. See, if this is the exact reason why he's not supposed to have knives.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in just so you guys can see where this should be. And now if you take a look at this orange, this is a little brighter. I like this. It's a lot closer to the orange in the image, or the gold, I'm sorry. It's golden. What's the secondary color? Is it just blue, or do you have a special name for the pit blue?
They call it pit blue and
They
pit gold.
pit blue.
No, they really copyrighted that though. That's,
They really
that's a
did.
fact.
Yeah, because sometimes there's an actual name for brand colors like that. So yeah, I just want to make sure. And then again, his eyes are going to be blue again, and I'm putting that in so you guys can know as you're going along where you should be in terms of color. This is blue as well.
May I ask the question? Does it make sense to do all of one color first?
It does. It does. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes people lose track of where the lines go. So I'm just kind of showing you in advance where the colors should be. Yes, it makes 100% sense for you to continue on.
We are not advanced. We are not advanced.
Which color should you?
Bro, I'm advanced.
What color should you lead with? Should we be continuing with the blue?
You can continue with the blue. It was just my intent to make sure that you didn't lose sight of what other colors are a part. Well, of course you would know what other colors are a part of your mascot, but in terms of the drawing, sometimes you just lose sight of that.
No, there's a lot of lines here. You're right.
So that's why I stopped for a minute to do this, so you knew where the blue goes, where the gold goes, because we only have these two colors, and then the outside, of course, is going to be outside of the canvas. That is going to be black. So all this is black. Right? So we have another trivia question, and it is: which historically black sorority was founded first? Was it Delta Sigma Theta, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Sigma Gamma Rho, or Zeta Phi Beta?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Oh.
You say so.
Okay.
Let me guess.
You say so. I'll take it.
Sounds like a soror out there. All right. So, one other thing I want to tell you is if you're switching between blue and gold, make sure you change your water because when you go from the blue to the gold, it will immediately pollute the yellow colors, and you don't want that. So. But yes, you're absolutely right. Continue on in one color. So I'm going to go back again with the gold.
Getting around this nose is not easy.
No, this mouth area.
Yeah,
the mouth is so stressful.
Pick up your number 12
Stretching my head, looking down. This is crazy.
You gotta
Pick
use
up
the
your number
sticky brush.
12 brush and get in those small areas of the nose.
I got you.
Rodney, can you put yours up so we can all see and make fun of you?
Yeah, no proof, no truth.
At least she was honest. At least she
I
was
ain't got
honest.
no
Oh, that
sense.
was good.
Y'all trying to play my Panther. What you want? Let me
Oh,
see
wait, I
y'all.
wanna see.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Artiste, I see you, Rodney.
Nice.
You should have asked to see what it looked like before we got started. He probably got a copy.
Right?
No, that's really good. And so, yeah, if you're having trouble with that nose area, you definitely want to whip out that number 12 brush, because that allows you to get into those really small spaces.
Okay.
And again, you guys don't beat yourself up too much if you see strokes in your work, because acrylic paint, you always have to do more than one coat. Okay? Now,
Go back and repaint them?
believe it or not, that's what artists do sometimes.
Hey, that's crazy.
What does it mean if she dreamt of a fish last night?
Pregnant.
Somebody's pregnant,
Yeah.
or somebody's getting married, or somebody's getting money.
That's not good.
That's a lot of variations.
That is.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think it probably depends depending on what region you live in or something.
The real question is, any of y'all dream of fish lately?
Oh.
That's the real question.
Nah, I gotta go for that.
Hey, Dietrich said it's homecoming. You might as well drop the news now. We all here.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I missed y'all.
If you got to sell tickets to your homecoming next year, I'm coming. Funny. All right, so we just continue around. I'm going to keep going with my goldish yellow here. And we got another question, and that is, what is considered the most poisonous fish in the ocean? The great white shark, the lionfish, the stonefish, or the pufferfish?
Puffer.
Yeah, puffer.
Puff daddy.
Wolf poison.
Puffer or lion?
SpongeBob, baby.
The hell?
SpongeBob.
Stonefish.
Mrs. Puffer, SpongeBob.
Yeah, you got it.
The stonefish.
Puff.
Really? Huh.
What?
Okay, Animal Planet.
Black history got extensive this year.
Puffer like a word.
Damn, you a fool, bro.
Okay, so what does it mean if your ears keep itching? You have allergies.
About you.
Somebody talking
Someone's
about you.
talking about you.
Talking about you.
You see the doctor, or you're in love.
You got obstacles.
I mean, you really.
No, the doctor's is something else is itching, not your ears.
It's in a way, it's kind of all four if you're being honest.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's too funny. How did she get out?
You may have something else wrong with you.
Oh my God.
That is too funny. And the answer is yes. Someone's talking about you.
What about if your ears are burning?
That's
That's
what
the
I
one.
You're just ashamed.
Your fingers be
Someone's
itching.
talking about me every night, because my ears itch almost every night. I go to bed. Well, you know, it's the social media thing, I guess. Okay, so what is the most common birthday in the U.S.? Is it February 14th, July 21st, September 9th, or November 23rd?
It's 9 months after
23rd.
Valentine's Day. Every 9 months after
9 months
Valentine's.
after
23, baby. 11/23.
What is that?
November 23rd. My
Got a
birthday's
couple.
the 23rd.
Got a couple of those in my family.
Ooh.
Actually, November.
September 9th, really?
Is the answer.
New Year's
Oh.
Day.
New Year's.
The New Year's is October 5th.
Christmas.
So you count backwards from there, September 9th. So,
So,
yeah,
so
that's
the way,
like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
the way some of y'all are drinking, what about 9 months from tonight?
Not COVID. COVID.
That just sounds like a cheaper Christmas present.
I mean, for some people, I guess.
Okay, so what is the most popular instrument in the U.S.? Is it the drums, the piano, the guitar, or the violin?
Violin.
It's gotta be guitar. Guitar.
Drums are so cheap.
Piano.
Just get some
Here's
sticks.
rock music. I'm gonna go with it.
Sticks.
Yeah, I don't
A
know.
lot of
Guitar-
answers, boy.
guitar is
I'm gonna
a
go with the
key.
cheapest one.
Violin. Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Piano.
I would never have guessed that.
Piano's
Seems like it's harder
No,
to
you just get a
acquire.
keyboard.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't spend money on a whole piano.
No, but you just borrow someone else's. You never teach yourself at home. You always go somewhere else's place to learn how to play piano.
You just gotta run up in Guitar Center and like practice on the keyboard every day.
Yeah, just get a keyboard. Get like one of those like little kid pianos for like $20.
A little honky
Oh, that's Alvaro. What's up, Alvaro?
Hey,
What's up,
Miguel?
Alvaro? What's
Yeah,
up?
I was hiding because I was eating food, and now I'm behind.
Oh no, you gotta share the food with us.
Stuffing my face.
You know that
It's okay,
Peruvian
Alvaro.
food.
Hey.
We're probably in the same spot.
Yeah.
And I wasn't eating.
Don't we have the fajitas, the gourmet?
You guys are making my job so easy.
I told you it was a fun group. We
I'm
told
like,
you.
Normally, I'm standing on my head over here getting people to talk. Not this time. That's for sure.
Hey, Miss
I like
Cheryl,
that.
welcome to Impact and Pit Excel. This is what we do.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Love it.
Mm.
Okay, so now, I missed that whole question. It's fine. Let's do another one. All right, I'm going back to my blue because I got all my yellow. All right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and knock out my claws too.
Ooh.
I wasn't even looking at the claws though this time. We're
The
not
claws are the worst. I'm just like, oof, that part is
So
hard.
wait,
I'm struggling
I'm
with
gonna
the
show you
blue.
a trick
like-
to do this, okay? So you can do this. So if you're having trouble getting into small spaces, it means you're not using your number 12 brush correctly. So watch this again, okay? Because I want you to get this right. So you dip your brush in the paint water, right? Get it nice and wet. Tap off the excess water. Then you lay it on a paper towel and you twirl it so that it comes to a point. Okay, can you see that? Comes to a point. So you're using the last, those last hairs on the end, right? And you're gonna dip that into the paint and you use it like a quill. And you just, like for this little area right here, you just dot that color in. My brush is too wet, so I'm gonna lay it on the paper towel so the paper towel drinks the excess water out of the brush. And so here, I'm gonna dab that off because it was wet. And then I'm gonna go in and just lay that color in. Okay, so you need to keep this brush at a point in order for it to work for you. So there can't be a lot of paint on the end of the brush, and you're only using the very, very tip of it. Like so. Okay, and then just keep your paint at the consistency of like ink. You know, you don't want it like paste or glue or anything like that. It needs to be kind of liquidy. And then just use the very tip and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. All right, so which country has the longest coastline in the world? Is it Russia, Canada, China, or the U.S.? Which country has the longest coastline?
Russia.
I'm saying Russia.
She's pretty big.
Canada. Canada got.
It might be Canada, yeah.
Canada.
Oh.
Nah, it's Russia. Oh, really? Canada. Wow.
Got those nooks and crannies.
All those tiny islands.
All the moose.
That wasn't really
Much coastline nobody wants.
It's like a English muffin.
That wasn't really his shit, bro. Like,
Okay, how many taste buds does the tongue have? Is it 600, 2,000,
Keep going.
9,000, or
Keep going.
12,000?
I'm thinking 12. We have
How
a
many
big.
taste buds?
It's over 9,000.
Definitely true.
Yo, if you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Gotta trust Vegeta.
9,000, baby.
Yes.
Hey.
Took me a little bit to catch on.
That's impossible.
I'm kind of going out of my lines here, but that's okay because I'm going to come in with my black and just,
The best color.
yeah. So my
That's
black is going to
beastly.
cover up all my mistakes.
Just like in real life.
Just like said that.
Life
Sounded
lessons.
like Dom.
Oh, I would never tell jokes. That's completely out of my character.
No one said you told a joke.
I am picking up some black now just because I want to show you how it's going to go. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep following your path. Don't let me distract you. I just want to show you ahead of time how the black is going to tell you part in what we're doing. So again, just make sure that your brush is nice and chiseled when you get done loading your paint. So after you're done, you should have a nice sharp edge. Okay, and you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to start using the flat edge of your brush to help you make that straight line.
Oh my God.
I felt that.
Yes, I do want you to stay focused on what you're doing. I'm just showing you now where the color goes.
A barber edge up right there. Damn.
Okay.
Right? They took out the razor blade. They took out the razor blade.
Oh, that's gonna be black.
Yes. So the other
You
thing.
just stay in the lines. I
That's
see.
crazy.
So yeah, that's why you use the straight edge of your number 12
Bro,
to
I'm
make
gonna-
sure that you can stay on those lines.
This is gonna be so much quicker.
Real talk.
What was I gonna say? So
I'm about to curl this.
make sure that you paint the edges of your canvas too, so that I know when you hang these in your office, you want them to look good. So make sure you paint the edges of your canvas. Don't leave raggedy edges.
This is moving
No,
toward
we
a
don't like
bedroom.
raggedy edges at all.
Raggedy
That's
edges.
right.
Yo, don't let your paint look ashy.
Yeah, I heard you don't want to hang this in your kitchen.
No.
You going right on my refrigerator. What you talking?
This might go in the laundry
Someone
room
didn't
at
get
this
the
point.
joke, but I appreciate it.
Oh, so we're gonna paint everything black? That's cool.
Which of the following songs is not a song by TLC? Is it Creep, Waterfalls, Say My Name?
I'm gonna be okay.
Say my name.
I'm gonna be okay.
My name.
Come on,
Say my
guys.
name here.
Come on.
Say My
Who's
Name.
saying, who's saying Say My Name? Is that even a group?
No.
Do better.
I'm pretty sure it's just one person.
Destiny's Child.
Who's
Say my
Beyonce?
Sometimes you gotta just kick the hive, you know?
Y'all make me regret inviting you to this.
So if you want to keep streaks out of your painting, just take long strokes. So from these areas that you're painting long distance, just pull them all the way out to the edge of the canvas instead of stopping midway. Which astrological sign is the sign of the crab? Is it Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, or Virgo?
Cancer, baby.
Cancer.
Oh, wow.
Cancer gang.
And how many cancers we got here tonight?
Wow.
Hopefully
Too many.
Too many, huh?
No such thing.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
That.
Krabby Patty.
Ooh, I was about to paint the teeth yellow. I almost messed up.
Might be blue at this point,
You
guys.
got some
Gotta go
grills.
to a dentist.
You got some grills.
For real. Yeah, man.
So I'm not gonna lie, I got one Bluetooth over here.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
Things
The
happen.
As long as it's updated technology, you ain't got to worry about it.
It got a little bit of white. I was like, we might be able to fix it later.
It's a lot to remember.
Make it a grill.
That's a
Don't
problem.
need to
You
fix it.
know
We
what?
got
Mine-
money.
It's unique. Like
You
it's
got the
unique.
pimped out Panthers. That's crazy.
So which is the #1 cookie in the United States? Is it Chips Ahoy, Milano, Girl Scout Thin Mints, or Oreo?
Oreos.
Could be Thin Mints,
Chips Ahoy,
but it's
baby.
probably
The
Oreos.
most
Oreo.
Thin Mints. Thin Mints.
This is nasty.
It's
Samoa's all day.
Boo.
Samoa's all day.
Uncalled for.
Thin Mints are chocolate and toothpaste, yo. Like, nah.
Boo.
Boo,
Bye, boy.
Malik.
Toothpaste is
Saying it
good
right.
for you.
Boo Malik.
Chocolate's delicious.
Terrible take.
Toothpaste is good for you. Who said that?
Not good to digest.
I
It
mean,
tastes like toothpaste.
how do you know that?
Do you eat toothpaste, bro?
I mean, that's how your burps smell like peppermint.
Trying to make sure his throat smell good.
Yeah, you know. I guess.
I don't know about that one.
I guess.
Dom was close to like, I'll retract that statement.
Yeah. Wanted to see where that was gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay, so in which city was the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off filmed? Was it Pittsburgh, Chicago, New York City, or San Francisco?
Is this a trick
Chicago.
question?
Is it Pittsburgh? Because of elements?
It's San Francisco.
Chicago.
No guesses?
Oh, it's
Chicago.
Chicago.
I think that's right.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yay.
Suburb, I'm assuming.
Guess I'll have to watch that tomorrow.
Chicago.
Y'all been mixing this yellow and gold for a while trying to get the perfect gold, and I still can't figure this out.
It's not it.
That's what I'm working on.
I'm gonna mix it
mustard.
again.
Over here.
I'm gonna mix it again, okay? I'm gonna mix it again. So pay attention this time.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna take some yellow. Yellow's your dominant color. Okay, put down the yellow. Now, you see how much orange I have over here, right? So I'm taking this much yellow, I'm sorry, and I'm adding it to this quantity of yellow. And I mix that in. So you gradually build up the orange into the yellow until you get the gold color you want. So that's kind of close, but when you put it on canvas, it'll be kind of light. So just add just a little bit more. So it's always just a little bit at a time you blend colors like that. You can't blend colors 50-50. Like everyone thinks if you mix red and blue, you'll get purple. You'll probably get some really awful brown because you have to just add a little bit at a time. So for this particular color, I would even add a little tiny bit more orange, and then you may get the color that you're looking for. Okay. This is closer to the image that you have in your packet, this orange or this gold. Is that better? Does that help?
Yes, that does. It just sucks because I think I'm out of yellow. I can't even put no more.
What are you using, bro?
Dude, I filled everything up with yellow.
15 minutes.
Man, this man blew a 31 point.
You better find yourself a marker.
All right, you have to stay at the class.
I got that. You can't even see it. But, well, it's going
All right. All right, so I'm still going around these claws a little bit. Now, I'm getting these claws, you're going to need to use this number 12 brush for real. You're going to just use the tip of it. And you're just using the last 2 hairs on the tip of your brush. Get into these little nooks and crannies of the claw. Okay, so name the TV show. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared.
Oh, Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
I was gonna say, if somebody don't know that,
Black card.
You can exit the call.
Okay, Joy, kick him right off.
Your card is definitely revoked, huh, Joy?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. If you don't know the Fresh Prince, you got to get all your cards revoked, no matter who you are.
American card
Agreed.
revoked.
American.
Your passport
Prince is what
revoked.
brings us all together.
I grew up in the country, and if you didn't know Fresh Prince,
Joy, look at my pants up.
Let me see.
Online.
Ooh, damn. I was wondering why you were so
That's really
quiet.
good, especially since it's blurry and I can't tell.
Miguel, you are such a hater. You are such a hater, Miguel.
No, I was just telling him how good it was. I just told him. I said it was so good.
So y'all know how I went to school for engineering? It yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, okay, so I gotta do the goal.
Saying those mechanical
Okay,
engineers.
so what popular alcohol
I know,
is
right?
made from fermented rice? Is it wine, beer, whiskey, or sake?
That's sake.
I love that.
Sucker.
And Tito.
Sake.
Get those hot sake nights.
Amen.
Yeah, those nights
Oh,
are
what's the
coming.
best
Those
way?
nights are almost here.
Stuff. Oh, it's rough.
Not here.
Down sound like he got
I still got time.
Hey, what up, G?
Cheryl, you said when we done with the blue, we should change the water, right?
You should, if you're going to your yellow, you should definitely change the water
Okay. Okay.
because otherwise it's going to pollute the yellow. The moment you
I
mix it.
started painting green by accident for a minute.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get a color you don't want. So yeah, just use the tip of your brush. You should be fine getting into these little tiny spaces. And this is the area where, yeah, you just kind of focus and keep going. Let's see, which hip hop duo used the line, shake it like a Polaroid picture? Pretty much.
Don't need to see the options.
I don't even get to finish the questions with this group.
I'm smashing that buzzer.
Wait.
That is correct. Okay. That is correct.
Rodney, I just started mixing my yellow, and I feel you because I got way more orange and left than I had yellow in my little thing.
Oh no.
I feel like I was gypped on my yellow.
You gotta be careful how you mix it.
Serve.
Takes years. I had to take a YouTube class on how to mix paint because I went to art school thinking that, oh, they're going to teach me how to paint. I wound up, you pay all this money for classes, and I actually wound up learning about color mixing on YouTube.
Sounds like calculus.
That sounds super familiar.
Everything
Sounds
that
like
you do
college.
school for.
Sounds like most of engineering school.
Hey, that's what we do. All we learned.
But I'm glad I wasn't alone.
How to solve a problem. That's all you learn here.
Yeah.
Right?
You learn how to learn on your own.
Right.
I learned how to Google effectively.
We talk about how the class 2 below ours is the only class that ever got caught cheating in the engineering class.
I did hear about that.
Now, how do you do
Rodney's class, right? Rodney's class, right?
Wait, so are we saving the white for last, or like, are we getting in on
Yeah,
that?
you can.
Okay.
You mean, it doesn't even have to really be painted in. You can just read it, but you can ask like,
right?
You want to answer him that way.
You need to paint in the white background, like.
Yeah, because you got dingy, like charcoal paper.
Nah, I'm with him on that. It should be
Thank
painted
you.
white. Don't let them play you, Malik.
Yeah, I know
Try to answer that so nicely.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna be real. I just needed to like fix it.
That's why y'all pants is gonna be grimy.
It will be.
All right, where is the hate? Why didn't he get a hater call out? Huh? Why didn't no one call him out?
Because y'all hate on
Hey, in due
Miguel,
time.
your hate is consistent.
You got a history.
It's
in your spirit.
You got a history.
Okay, so I got a question for you guys. So which condiment was sold in the 1980s as medicine? Was it soy
AC,
sauce?
what's this one?
Ketchup.
Ranch dressing, maple syrup, or ketchup? Which
Ketchup.
People out here drinking ranch like, oh,
Yes,
no,
that
ketchup
is
good. It's gotta be
Coca-Cola.
Maple syrup.
Ketchup.
I hope it's maple syrup.
I hope so. I got the
Oh,
right.
maple
Oh,
Soy sauce, straight alcohol.
But it's just sugar.
Is that why they call
I'm
it
gonna go
coffee?
with soy sauce.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
how people do honey. That's why I think.
Oh,
That's what I
good point.
thought.
That's a good
Oh
point.
yeah.
So let's do a drink check.
Oh,
Nah.
Ketchup.
That had to be Pittsburgh.
Y'all built this.
Is anyone on their second bottle yet?
Was Pittsburgh.
Bottle?
Oh,
I'm
Look,
done.
I'm sorry. I'm behind.
Girl.
You know, we get
I'm
about to
just
be on
getting started
the
on my yellow.
beer.
My bottle is
I'm
done.
behind too.
I'm so behind.
Oh, okay. I'm on this.
I haven't even grabbed the bottle yet.
all right. Just checking on you young folks over here.
Yeah, don't
Erica
worry
trying to
about
get
it.
us drunk.
Don't worry about it.
She said it's
I'm
homecoming.
just trying to get you back from last night because you told everybody that I was going to bed at 9 o'clock. So I feel
You
like
did. You did spill the beans.
First of all, I do believe
and
that.
show that I can hang.
49 more minutes, honey. 49.
Hey,
Say
go
that-
ahead, Erica.
I can hang. It's only 8:11.
Why did you sound as
I'm
though
just
this
saying,
was
I
me
remember
and-
last homecoming, Erica was asleep.
Wasn't. Don't do that.
She was laying out on a couple chairs. She put
Don't do
3
that,
chairs
Miguel.
together and just laid on it. She was like,
She stayed up all night. Don't do that.
Erica, the slander. Don't allow it.
No. Miguel, what did we tell you about the haterade?
that was truth. Okay.
I'm enjoying all this back of the scenes, behind the scenes information. I'm busy listening. But I'm going to go ahead and read another tricky question for you. What is the only edible food that never expires? Is it white rice, honey, rye, or barley?
Honey. I think honey expires.
I respect
It's
that answer.
honey.
Yeah.
I just found out rice expired the other day.
I just found that out now.
Yeah, I was gonna go with rice. Yeah.
Painful.
But it
Wait,
ferments in the
hold up.
sake.
Can we back up?
You're right.
How long does it take for rice to expire?
Somebody could have cooked Google.
I think a year or
That's
two.
cheating though.
I need more.
I mean,
I think
it
that's
never
what
lasts
it is.
long.
Yeah, I think
But
like a year.
it depends on how it's stored too, I think.
Honey.
Mhm.
Can we interrupt the hate a little bit? I want to give props.
I guess
to
they found
for the ring light.
found honey in the Egyptian urns that was still good.
If somebody ate that, oh my god.
You know they did. They used to eat mummies.
Okay.
I know that, but that doesn't
Ew.
make it okay.
Just so you know, that's why they would raid tombs, not for like exploration purposes, because what was used to embalm them they thought was for medicinal purposes. So a lot of Europeans raided Egyptian tombs to eat the mummies.
Okay.
That's what I call
That's
crack
crazy.
mentality.
We gotta learn that in class.
Yeah, we need a little bit more specifics on
We
who
need to
this
learn
day
that in
was.
class.
We know, Don.
Yeah, I know. How much more day do you need?
Rodney, how's that yellow looking? How's that yellow looking, Rodney?
Gary said he was out.
So you calling her
I know.
know.
See, someone do it. Someone
Looks
call
good,
it.
it looks
Stop
good.
that hate. Stop that hate.
Miguel, we need to put you on mute, Miguel.
Maybe she just wanted to know.
To put you on mute.
gold came out right.
Let's see some
I do like my gold now.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like mine too.
Like, I'm feeling that.
My lights are kind of dim, so that's probably not.
You got a red on the can.
Anyone want to show and tell?
I got you.
Hey.
Let me see, Rodney.
Rodney, pull it closer to your chest.
Yeah, put it directly to your chest so we can see it.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like
that
the
looks
color.
good.
My yellow came out really good, but
That's a nice color. Yeah, your yellow's perfect.
but it's not gonna look good after that.
No, we have faith in
So
you.
much further along than I am.
I'm still coloring the blue.
But I think my star of
Blue
this
squad.
session is the yellow.
Blue
That I know how to do paint mixing, but painting, no.
So yeah, when you get too much paint on your brush, Joe, just twirl it to roll it off to get that point back on your number 12. If you have too much on the tip, you can't get into those small spaces.
Oh, that's smart.
What number is the flat one? So 12 is the pointed one, and the flat is what?
Yeah, the 12 is the pointed one.
The other one's 14, right?
Right.
Hey, next time I go to a painting tip, I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. That whole thing real quick.
It's gonna be a 15 whole time.
Right. Oh, we only have a 13. Oh, what's that?
He says, sir, we don't have
12
that.
on your, you know. So which popular Hollywood actor won Best Actor Award in 20s at 16? Was it Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Matt Damon?
That's Leo when he finally got his stars.
Yeah, that last one.
Finally got recognized.
Finally got the accolades.
Mm-hmm.
After everything.
So many movies.
So many.
Yeah, that was
So
unfair
many
either.
movies.
Yeah, he didn't even have to be a slave master then.
Good one, though.
Am I wrong?
You're not.
Dom, I'm so glad I tweeted you for this event.
I don't check my email, man. It's sad
He
times.
didn't need to be. He just wanted to be.
Okay, we have another one. How many ribs are in the human body? Is it
There are
16,
biles.
24, 28, or 30?
All right, where the
A lot of ribs.
I was about to say, Casey, if you're surgeon.
28/29.
5.
Right.
17, 30.
Did we get some
And
doctors
the
in here, right?
answer is
We do.
Come on, Casey. Did I see you on there?
Come on.
No.
I'm built different. I got 28.
No, it don't count for the ones you just ate today, though.
Oh, I'm so glad this Panther 4 here is so big.
I didn't deserve that.
Are they gonna win the game tomorrow?
what is the
No,
most
probably not.
consumed fish in the United States? Is it tuna,
Salmon.
tilapia, cod, salmon, or
It's gotta
trout?
be
Tilapia's
salmon.
not
God.
It's gotta be. I think it comes in a can.
You can get
salmon.
100% is tuna and salmon are too expensive.
God.
Tuna, you get tuna in a
Tuna in
can.
a can.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can get tuna at Walmart.
You can get salmon in a can.
You can get tuna at Walmart, though.
Not good salmon in the can.
Tuna?
What I said, that makes salmon cakes.
From a
Fish
can?
sticks.
Me too,
Fish sticks
Joyce.
are
I still think
Usually
it's some
get
white
fish in the
fish.
can with the
Fish
bones.
sticks ago.
Yeah. But you, little kids eat up a lot of food. Okay.
It's one of those mislabeled fish.
Tuna.
It's gotta be tuna.
You think you're buying tilapia, but really you're getting cod.
Nah.
Rise up, rise up.
You guys keeping points? I think I got all of them.
Hey, that laugh in the background is funny as hell. Whoever
So
that-
the nose area with the blue is kind of hard. So you have to make
That's
sure
the
that
echo.
you're using that pointy end on your number 12. You gotta make sure it's pointy. Like a little quill. To just dab into those areas. Just dab the tip of the brush.
Guys, if you post your pictures to social media, can you make sure you tag the Pitt Council and also Cheryl's group so that people see all your great work?
Can you put the apps in the chat?
Yeah, we will put something on the screen a little bit later.
For sure, I'm too ashamed to retweet mine.
I keep forgetting that there's a whole claw to do still.
Yeah.
In the black.
I've just been avoiding.
There's a whole background I gotta get to.
You gotta get into those little areas.
Oh,
That's the
140.
most intimidating area. But if you just use the tip of your brush, just those last 2 hairs, you can get into those small spaces.
Yeah, the low tip really coming in handy right now.
Wow.
Michelle, you said it's at Studio 928.
Right.
Okay.
For Instagram, it's studio.928.
Oh, my bad. I changed it.
He tweeted someone else.
I almost forgot about this.
What was the number of Twitter's original character count? Was it 100, 140?
140.
140.
Okay, we got some old heads in here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Didn't change that long ago.
Tell you what I did.
I'm on the younger
deleted a
side
lot
of this
stuff
group.
when I
Wait a
jumped in
minute.
first.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
pretty
like 4 years ago did that change.
That was a gimme question.
Count is now.
Wait, John, why was it 140? Can you tell everybody?
When they originally started, they were sending tweets through text messages, and your username couldn't be more than 20 characters, and a standard text message is 160. So 20 characters for the username, 140 for the tweet.
Huh.
Why you know that off the top of your head, bro?
I know, right?
He knows.
Find out you active on
First of all, that's disrespectful. They ask you the question, you answer it, then they say, "Why you know the answer?"
How dare you?
It sounds like hate too.
My man did more than just study. Shoot.
Literally read it.
No, we don't study.
Okay.
Y'all paint the eyebrows a little green.
Yeah.
Oh,
And his nose will look dark.
My blue was still wet. I was like,
Eyebrows is arch.
I don't even know if I want to do that.
How many keys, how many black keys are on a just traditional piano? Is it 32, 34, 52, or 54? How many black keys?
It's 30 something.
It's 32.
Right, because isn't it 64 keys
I
on
think
the
it's
piano
34.
board?
Yeah.
That's what I'm the 54, 52 keys total, and 52 keys that I think, and then like 32. I
I
could
thought
be
there were
wrong.
88 total.
It's 88 total.
Oh, it's 88 total?
Yeah, I think it's 30.
Yeah, I used to play piano a long time.
So what's the number?
So what's the number?
No. I just know I'm told.
I was like, you can answer.
He said he didn't even touch those black keys.
It's 32.
It was too sharp. He thought it might hurt.
Oh.
Too funny.
Give him
Too
that
funny.
one. Give him that one.
But what if they're flat?
I mean, their keys, they're all flat.
Okay, so what is the warmest sea on Earth? Is it the Dead Sea, the White Sea, the Red Sea, or the Black Sea? The warmest sea on Earth.
The White Sea.
Where is the Red Sea?
The Red Sea, I think.
I feel like it has to be the Dead Sea because of how much salt's in it.
Yeah, the Dead's the
Yeah, the
saltiest.
dead or the
Salt
black?
get hot.
Whichever one's closer to
Yeah.
the equator.
Yeah.
Or a volcano.
I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
Red Sea.
I like the deductive reasoning.
Both is both.
What's the White Sea? Where's that?
I'm gonna trust my guy.
And the answer is
Sounds like
Hey,
the
The
Red
blue sea.
Sea.
Meanwhile, Miss Cheryl over here bossing on us. Y'all looking
I
at
know. It's
She's like,
me?
I'm
My
leaving at
jaw was
8.
looking good. I was hoping. I'm like, damn.
I'm embarrassed with my pants right now.
Like,
Okay.
I'm leaving at 8. If y'all gotta still go, like,
Right?
go ahead.
Can we auction off your piece? Like, can we auction it and like donate the proceeds?
It's hard to stay focused when you're laughing and drinking. I totally get it. I totally get it.
Honestly, I'm just struggling. That's just it.
These claws.
speaking for me too.
Yeah, no, claws are wild.
So the cool thing though is if you do want to paint this, give your piece another coat or whatever, we are recording this. So Joy and Dietrich will have a copy of this session. So all your little funnyisms and everything have been recorded.
Oh,
Only get access if you donate.
Facts. Let's drop that link again, Miss Moore. We should have shoot.
There you go.
A kit for a donation. Diedrich, we're better for next year if we have to be remote.
Okay,
Got it.
What is this?
Okay, what is the only U.S. state to grow coffee beans? Is it Florida, Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Yeah, it's Hawaii.
Is that why we took them over?
No,
Wouldn't be the worst reason.
I mean,
definitely a lot better than the real reason, but
awkward.
Yeah,
I
mean, this country is awkward, right? Like,
Correct.
taking places over. I mean, like,
just cause.
I'll put a good spin on that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more black and finish off this area here. But I'm going back to give mine another layer here and there so that it looks more saturated.
Looking at your thing, it just reminds me of doing all the programming classes, and we were doing A plus B, and you're starting to do multiplication stuff because that is just too hard.
On the Panther face.
it's like the first class in MQ. I'm like, oh my God, what happened?
So what I recommend, if you have trouble, especially getting into those small spaces, this is what I recommend. So take that number 12 brush that I showed you, the round brush, and put it in your black. And if your black is not this consistency like an ink, then it's too thick. So what you want to do is pick up some more water, mix it in with the black so you get an inky consistency, and then roll your brush until you get a point again. And if you have too much paint like I do now, you just kind of pull it off and then roll the brush until you get that tip back. When you get the tip, then you can just like make really small marks here and there. So when you need to get into small spaces on your canvas, that's what you use, is just the tip of your brush. Just like that.
This is good.
And there's another trivia question, I'm guessing. Which nut is used to make dynamite? Is it almonds, pine nuts?
I didn't even know they use nuts to make dynamite.
Or walnuts?
Chemical.
Nobody get any ideas.
That's
Like,
no way. You telling me I can buy this and make some dynamite?
I'm gonna say peanuts.
I mean, you're gonna need a lot of it, dude.
That's fine.
See, no.
Yes, man, that's fine.
Peanuts are
Y'all
full
are
of
at home
glycerin.
and bored. Y'all don't need this information.
You right?
Peanuts.
Hey, I got hella peanut butter in the cupboard. Does that work?
Okay, Charlie Brown, you got all them peanuts.
Yeah.
No, Apple stole those.
And the answer is, oh, did you?
Peanuts.
It's peanuts.
Yeah, it was peanuts.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the zone over here on my painting.
Y'all shouldn't have let me know that.
No.
Hey, you better watch out. We on Zoom. Them cats is listening.
Exactly. That's bad.
I know.
This guy really think if he just grabs some peanuts,
Good.
he'll somehow just make TNT.
Have you ever just been talking and all of a sudden your phone just pipes up and starts talking about something like?
Yeah, serious.
Marcus. Was that Marcus acting up on there?
It's like, that is so creepy. It's constantly listening. And the Alexa
Just
thing
trying to
too.
help.
Is it though?
It's just trying to help. I want to let you know we're listening to everything you say. What is a group of turkeys called? A clutch, a rafter, a brood, or a peep?
A
brood. I think it's a brood.
I actually have.
I don't know why I
brood
know
of
that, but I think that's what
turkeys.
it is.
I thought turkeys
I
was the
thought it was
clutch.
like a gaggle.
There are too many
That's what I thought.
That sounds
Gaggle
pretty
is
good.
Geese.
Yeah, gaggle.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
gaggle
gaggle
geese.
geese.
Why do
I just like that word, gaggle.
I mean, I'm
You
pretty
like
sure Miss
gaggle.
Moore's called us a gaggle of turkeys.
It's a raptor.
Really? Who
raptor.
came up with these? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Poor people. It clearly didn't catch on.
Yeah.
Kind of
How
like a
dare
group
they?
of crows or something? Aren't the groups of crows called murder?
Yeah.
Murder. Yeah, Murder of Crows. That was a great movie, by the way.
That's why that's the Baltimore
That's a
team.
movie?
Murder of
Okay, Dom. All right, Dom.
Shots. Good one, Dom. Good one, Dom.
That was simply for
Jr.
that was for Dietrich and Rodney. I knew
We
that. I
ain't
knew it was
taking no
coming.
Raven slander.
Dirty bird.
Okay, the question is, what is the technical term for the brain of your computer? Is it a hard drive, a RAM, CPU, or motherboard?
The CPU.
Yo, mama.
For the brain.
Yo, mama.
Did you say Obama or your mom?
Yo,
Motherboard's the
Obama, boy.
body.
Mama.
Motherboard's the body.
Just shout out to all the people in gamer chairs tonight.
CPU, you were right.
Central processing unit.
8:30 today. Good kid.
Alright.
I finally got the blue done.
I'm not colorblind in the lines anymore.
Kinda.
All right, I am going in for another layer of orange on my claws.
I cannot make a point on my brush for the life of me.
Yeah.
That's
You
actually
did it in
what
5
I'm
seconds.
Twirl.
It's alright. It can be
I'm twirling.
pixelated.
Like, that's way easier said than done.
Yeah.
My hand is not steady enough to twirl.
I have like yeah, it's like, I know. I keep trying to take it off, but it's like, come on, let's party.
Yeah, Adrian, read the chat, Adrian.
Wait, Miss Cheryl, how we do the white? Did we just dip in the white paint and just
Oh,
paint?
but now you want to
Yeah, I'm
talk
talking
about
to you,
painting white.
Adrian. Reynolds.
No, not white.
Not white, got blue
So,
in it.
Dietrich,
For
you
real,
got
for
everything
real.
done but the white?
That's
For real, Malik. I'm gonna need that white.
You got everything done but the white?
I don't have
No, no, I'm working on the yellow for the
You don't see
clothes.
the chat?
We're
Respond.
gonna go for the clothes.
Drink check.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Can you rinse that brush
You
out?
too, John.
John, thanks for the drink check. Thanks.
What did you say, Salisa? You forever asking me something.
John and
Okay,
Adrian
so
just told us
which
to
university did Michelle Obama graduate from? Harvard, Princeton, Yale, or NYU?
Princeton.
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 I just know she took away my chocolate milk.
We love an educated first lady.
Man, what is that? That's been a long time.
I got a question for the younger folk. The pit fight song. Did y'all ever know that it was not VICTORY? That it was PENNST sucks?
I didn't even know
No. For
I
real.
don't think I even know the fight song.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's the real question. What is it?
Oh man.
But then again, I don't watch sports, so.
Yeah, but going to the games was never about the sport because we already knew they was gonna lose. So
It's all about this.
Everybody left after Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, it's only to sing Sweet Caroline. Like,
You know they had the nerve not to sing Sweet Caroline earlier today.
What? Sweet Caroline, what's
Oh, you talking about in the
don't disrespect Neil
Wait
Diamond
a
like
minute.
that.
Wait a minute.
We had a little close, and they didn't sing the Sweet Caroline song. I was like, what's wrong with these people?
right?
Ooh, child.
Okay, so got another question. Which actress was killed off in the opening scene of Scream?
Oh damn, that's Drew Barrymore, baby. I just watched these movies.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just saw it.
Timing is everything.
Put me in, coach.
You. Are we talking about a black person or white person?
Right, it's usually black person, the first person to get killed. Drew Barrymore. Yep.
Boxy, let me see your painting.
Yo, don't forget your edges.
Shut up! That's
Yeah, don't forget your edges.
And he missing a tooth
Girl is all the way down like that.
gonna show
I'm missing
mine.
a tooth.
I love this blue. This blue is beautiful.
It is.
Guys, if you don't finish your painting in time by 9, which is our end time, we will be having a paint and sip Zoom after party. Erica actually dropped the link for the Zoom information in the chat. So if you are interested, please feel free to join us after. It will not be on the Zoom link because we do not own this Zoom link. So just a note there.
Or if you're just too
You guys
drunk and
aren't
you have nothing
y'all
else to
aren't
do.
joining the BAS party. The BAS is having a party too.
Oh, I didn't get invited.
I ain't get back to a lot.
Give that and everything.
Drop the link,
Did
we'll
not know.
invade.
Drop
That
the
is
link.
so fun.
Drop that link.
We'll invade.
Okay, now.
I hear you, Jared. I hear you.
In cooking, if you pair a carrot, what do you do with it?
Let me see
Do
your
you
paint.
chop it? Do you skewer it? Do you peel it, or do you throw it out?
Peel
If you pair a carrot, what do you do?
Throw it out.
Chop it.
Throw it out.
Chop it.
Yeah, chop it.
What do you want a
Yeah.
carrot for?
Chop it.
It's a paring knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peel
But
it.
what do you do with the paring knife?
You pair. Come on, follow up, catch up.
It's like you peel it.
Peel it, drop it,
Oh.
pass it.
Oh,
I like
that,
that.
that would be a
Bop it.
fun one.
Why would you peel with a knife? That's so hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a, well, it's a
But
paring knife. It makes it
the
easier.
paring
Rob,
knife's
you
like
all
super
serious
short
there,
and round
man?
though. That's why.
Why the old heads all intent and serious looking?
Trying to get showing up in this Panther painting.
That's what happens when you don't grow up with
Our
internet.
Panther coming out pretty nice.
All the old people were looking serious because their backs are from painting so long.
I'm like,
I'm getting stiff.
I got it.
Oh, goodness.
I think I got the yellow.
So I picked up some white now. Dietrich was asking about some white, so I just
That's
using
so
my
crazy.
paintbrush like a again, that number 12 brush, and I got it right on the tip of my brush, and I'm just tapping in that white along his eye area. And then I'm going to ask this question. So which country consumes the most chocolate per capita? Is it Peru, Spain, Switzerland, or Guatemala?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
The Swiss love their chocolate.
Gotta be.
That's what Trevor Noah said anyway.
I don't know about that country.
Oh,
I'm gonna guess Peru. Just cause no.
nice.
Switzerland is the
Peru likes
answer.
their potatoes.
Oh yeah.
That's
Or
great.
papas.
Patata.
Chicken.
We call them papas, but you know.
Oh. I've been here in
Papas
Texas too long.
fritas. So yeah, I'm gonna do my claws too. I think I'm gonna make sure they overlap into the black.
Right. Okay.
Claw looking flicked. Oh no.
So, and it'll probably take more than one coat of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to stick with one coat because this not.
Hey, get one more glass of wine. You can knock out that second coat.
Shut up, Miguel.
It's gonna look a little different afterward.
All right, that's all right.
He said, "Look, I painted the Peterson Center."
Hey, stop making me laugh. I can't hold my hand still.
Okay, so how fast does the Earth spin? Is it
Fast enough.
50 miles an hour?
It's about one rotation a day.
500 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour, or 5,000 miles per hour? How
Delta.
fast?
How well?
Delta.
How many miles in a given Central Time or Eastern Time?
I ain't trying to do no conversion.
What's that? How many miles? How many miles?
Yes,
The
I don't
East.
know. I
The
think
Eastern
all those
Time
answers
Zone.
are too rounded.
Yeah, that's a lot
Does
of
it
math.
spin faster if you're on the equator than it does if you're on the pole?
Engineers, see what I'm saying? Why y'all gotta make everything so complicated? Just answer the question.
My door.
I know.
No.
A, B,
Yeah, well, we're
C, or
done
D.
And the
John,
answer
don't
is
answer that
1,000
question.
miles per hour. So next time you go,
There's
1,000 miles per
in every
hour.
time zone. Interesting. Oh, I thought.
I'm arching his eye a little bit.
You better give it an arch, Michelle.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Making
That
me.
pencil line.
Crazy.
Oh, and we got another one. Okay, so which two U.S. states do not observe daylight savings time? Is it
Indiana.
It's D.
Arizona
Arizona
and Hawaii.
does
I think they'd be on their own thing.
Yeah. Arizona and Hawaii.
Arizona doesn't because it messes with the cat.
And the
It be
answer
messing me
is
up when I drive.
Arizona and Hawaii. I did not even know that was a thing.
Yeah, me either.
I
That's
wish.
news to me.
Everybody need to get rid of it though.
That was news to
I mean,
me.
yeah, you're
I
right.
drove through it and I was like, wait, why the time ain't changed?
Yeah.
Imagine you got to cross the state line to go to work, and they like, yeah, you late.
I mean, after a month, you're probably just gonna get fired. There's no. you gotta remember, bro. Again, man.
And that's why capitalism is bad.
Dietrich, let me see yours.
Who me?
Yeah,
I'm on
you
the
do.
back.
It's another Dietrich.
The other Dietrich.
No, I threw all of y'all.
I thought she said Dylan.
You know, Dylan.
Right.
Dietrich, you painted that yourself?
Hey, once again, where is the call out on the hate? Okay, I need everybody to be even.
It's
on
coming,
this. Y'all
Miguel.
can't be coming at me.
It's a perpetual
Miguel.
hate, Miguel. That puts you in trouble.
No. There's no perpetual
Miguel, you move
motion
so
here.
fast.
Because you was hating on white paint. I ain't gonna forget that.
Me? No, I was there to
All
support
of y'all
you.
was hating on white paint. And
I was there to support you. You know, I know how you felt. White coming at the end. You were like, that's backwards.
It's backwards.
Miguel, what are you drinking? Because I want some with you.
I want that.
No, I have this Terrapin High and Hazy. Terrapin is an Athens brewery company down here in Georgia. It has great beer.
Great.
How much are you getting paid?
That ad.
Sound like Tony the Tiger.
Hashtag sponsor content. Please use
Yeah.
my affiliate code.
I'm waiting for that like refreshing drink take.
So I'm using like this reference image to kind of draw a line through the cloth. You guys are like, what? So I'm using
I'm
the
lucky.
tip
I'm
of
lucky
the
to get a
brush.
white claw.
It ain't no law.
Because these are like,
I don't know about that.
He's such a rough panther that is like cracking his claws. He's so lethal with it, you know. So
You gotta put blood on it if you're really talking about lethal.
That's
Put
why
some
his-
blood on the tip.
This is PG.
That's why it's claws.
Oh, but we're drinking?
With liquor.
We're drinking?
You're right. You're right.
It's PG. PG counts.
And it also conveys a little
Very much
action.
so.
That's the other reason why. And just make sure that when you make those curves, you just make them in that curved shape. Just follow that shape around.
This black paint is dangerous.
I already know I'm gonna mess that up.
Yeah. I'm getting it all over my hands because I keep putting my hand on the canvas.
Yeah, that's.
My
If
hands
you-
at my desk and my life.
So here's a little trick.
Wait.
So
Yeah, just
Steve, does that got a beret on it?
Yeah,
Hold up.
Cece, can you show that again?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
She's annoying.
oh, you're
Wait,
Come
I
on
need
for
to
the
see
French
CC.
Panther.
Your real Black Panther.
Bougie.
So if you just use the very tip of your brush, there's these two little hairs. Can you zoom in, Shelby? So you can see these two little hairs on the end of the brush. Those are the hairs you use for really fine lines.
I don't think we're that gifted.
Oh, I can't do that.
But you don't, so the way you do it is you just don't press down hard. You just like graze the canvas with the tip of your brush. You just graze it.
We majored in engineering for a reason.
Yes.
I'll just probably take a pen to it later.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine if you want to do that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna outline my edges with a sharp.
Stick
Making all those jokes about art majors. Now look at us.
Yeah. Where's the steam at?
Where's the life yours?
That's not us.
Watch it. Watch it.
Watch
it.
Annie.
We all have our callings, that's for sure.
Yes.
Hey, as
Some
an
are
IE,
mechanical and some are imaginative.
Our art was on the computer. It was on the computer.
I didn't forget. Y'all had.
You brought it back.
Losing our minds here.
No classes.
Y'all some haters.
Let me just remind
Haters, that's so
Twice a
funny.
Meanwhile,
Some of our callings are imaginative.
I believe my rent is paid just like the rest of y'all. So
Hey Joe, they ain't gonna be saying that when you they boss.
they not.
Oh, she won't be my boss.
That's famous.
I'm gonna be on the street.
I'm gonna quit.
Smash cut 2 years later.
Be a dope boss.
Man, I can't believe she's my boss.
Okay, we got another one here. So according to Kanye, who doesn't have the answer? Is it Taylor Swift,
Wait.
No one has the
Jay-Z,
answer.
or Beck?
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot about
Kanye.
I'm getting this
Yeah.
all
It's
over.
actually one of my favorite quotes to use at work.
in a meeting,
Oh, the
you just
answer
jump
is
up.
Sway.
I gotta start using that, bro. I forgot about that.
Wrong. How, Sway, how? Famous last words.
He's actually mad cool. Like, real chill dude.
Who, Sway or Kanye?
Sway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No one would ever describe Kanye as chill.
Theoretical question: does the paint come out of clothes?
Asking for
Technically, yes.
What
That's your
are you
footprint.
doing now?
Yeah, if you spill paint on your clothes and you like what you're wearing, I would suggest that you stop what you're doing and go rinse it out. Now.
I'll be back, guys.
Asking for a friend.
She has to talk to that friend real quick.
Yeah.
You gotta go tell him.
I gotta go tell her.
Yeah.
Go
She's on-
advise.
All right, I think I'm done.
Frank goes to school, you probably don't
This
know.
is hard.
Yeah. Even if you waited like the next day, you could use paint thinner if there wasn't, like a silk fabric or something like that.
Who's wearing silk right now?
Hey,
Yeah, silk will work.
Look at breeze.
All of us want to impress.
But treat yourself during quarantine.
You're trying to flex.
Yeah.
Hey,
Some of
Cheryl.
us just want to let y'all know.
It's ultimate flex. I'll get my silk dirty. I don't even care. I got it.
I got my entire closet is silk. What you like? One shirt.
It's the most ballingest stuff ever.
This is that real
I work out on this anyway.
Okay, someone had a question, guys. Who was that?
That was me. Were we supposed to have black paint in our box? Because I don't have black paint.
Oh,
You
damn.
don't have black paint.
No.
Julissa?
Yes.
That's like the whole background.
Yeah, that's the whole background.
That's
So
like 90% of the picture.
the only thing you can do is do blue And then we will talk to you after the show about getting you some paint and maybe just getting you a kit so you can do this over again.
Whoa, that's work.
That's work.
You might
We'll
want
send
to
you
pick
some
a
black, or
background
you could
bowl,
just
you know, do like black and I mean not black, but do blue and green and make it a green background.
I used yellow.
It's
add all the colors
possible
together,
to
see what
make
happens.
black, but you know, gosh,
Brown.
you don't have
Like
red,
a brown,
and you wouldn't need
Just make
red.
yours abstract.
So I apologize for that. Yeah, we can send you black. We can send you black, and we'll send you like something cool as well. So to apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, I didn't have red or green.
Look at
We're
that.
supposed to have red or green.
So you just say you ain't read the email where it said, "Hey, check your kit." To see
Talk about it, John.
Right?
Talk about it, John.
You know I sent it though.
You know Dietrich sent it.
What email?
I
This is
miss
a
all
family.
y'all shade. I missed y'all.
So,
so
what's
much.
this question? Okay, Shelby got another question up. It says, which character from Cooley High was a regular cast member on A Different World?
Oh, I don't know.
Glenn.
Was it Tyrone, Cochise, Putin, or Peach?
Wasn't he Preach?
Timing. Yeah, I think it was Preach.
Yeah.
What y'all
And
young
the answer is?
what y'all young whippersnappers know about that?
Nothing, honestly.
I said, I promise.
I know nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Yeah.
This came out surprisingly all right.
These claws is look, this black around the claw.
It's so hard, bro.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, they're a little, the claws are abstract.
These claws about to be filed down.
that mani-pedi life.
Hey, Joe, you back? Joe, your
I am
shirt
back.
okay?
The crisis is averted.
Your shirt okay?
Nah, it's okay.
I need
Her
the
friend
shade.
Her friend shirt is fine.
My friend's shirt is fine. My friend's shirt is fine.
I made it
very
just in
handy.
time.
Can't say any of
I'm
my
good at
shirt-
cleaning up messes.
Chargers.
Like, Miguel, where's the hate for the shade?
That's just
You
that's
didn't
just
come to
overboard.
Joy's defense? Dang.
I did. I just said, oh, am I on mute? No, I said friend shirt. I said that's her friend shirt.
That was your
said it. I
defense?
was just so
That was your
loud.
defense? That was weak.
Objection.
Her friend shirt.
Said
Why y'all getting on her friend like that? Joy, yeah, talk to her. Hey. Boot him.
Too funny. Okay, wait, did we get another one? Shelby, did you flash that? Okay, I didn't see it. Okay,
Hold
on.
let's see. We got
Richmond.
On A Different World, which city was Whitley Gilbert from? Was it Charlotte, Atlanta, Savannah, or Richmond?
Richmond.
I'm Atlanta.
What is show? What?
From A Different World, what city was Whitley Gilbert from? Was it Charlotte, Atlanta, Savannah, or Richmond?
Chanel, they really bougie in Richmond like that, or no?
I didn't.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
That is a conversation.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Interesting.
They're both bad and bougie.
The answer is
Good to
Let's
know.
keep it white.
Yeah, I thought no Different World fans out there, huh?
Y'all have you got a
Different world was a
cotillion?
different time.
Yeah, see, there you go,
Wait a
Dietrich.
minute, excuse you. Did he just call us old?
Nah, he didn't. He didn't.
We
He
grew
didn't.
up watching Different World.
He didn't. He just said y'all don't have internet.
We did.
That's all he said. He said all y'all had to do was watch TV. And A Different World just kept coming on and kept coming on and kept coming on after that.
Hey, don't make me have to take my belt off, young man.
Hey, listen here. If there's one thing the old heads told me is
Oh, that is
always
cool.
tell the truth.
All I'm gonna say
had
is
about
20,
enough of that.
20 years from now, I can't wait to hear them getting on you guys.
Sure, that's why we have to enjoy this moment right now.
This is
What are you talking about?
I feel like I have at least 25. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
25. Wow.
Okay.
I remember we was getting roasted on
Okay.
Twitter this year for being millennials. Like all
Okay,
y'all do
Miss
is watch
Cheryl,
Harry
I'm
Potter.
getting to the claws now. I'm getting real nervous now. 'Cause this don't
Good,
look.
D.
Mm-mm.
I like yours. What is it?
Okay, we got a majority rules question for you guys, all right?
Ooh, too long.
The question is,
It's always gonna
how
pass
long does a Baptist church service last on Sunday?
Pastor says so.
That one.
Day.
All day.
Like,
on the
praise
pastor
break.
says so.
You don't have
The last two
I
answers
don't
are the
miss
same
those
thing.
days.
The last two answers are the same thing.
Just long enough to miss the game.
Don't let it go past
But I ain't watching
Depends
football
on
that day.
it depends on the Sunday and what the NFL game is.
And
If
just
it's
long
If
enough to
the
miss it.
preacher has
they
tickets.
really feel it's
If there's a guest preacher, you're
That's a
done
good point.
till 7 p.m.
So I'm gonna ask you guys to do a favor for me. I want you to hold up your pictures now, no matter where you are, so we can see. I have some great photographs so far from when we first started out, and I just want to get all this pit background and all these Panthers and take some photos.
For real, the camera just makes my picture look better.
It does.
It really
Yeah,
does.
and actually that's one thing that I forgot to mention to you guys is that if you take a picture, you're gonna love your painting even better.
That's what I told Dietrich. I said it looked so good blurry.
This is a foul.
Right there, don't
He's
stop.
bringing it back just in case.
Awesome.
Cece's look like
we
got a
supposed to stay?
beret on.
We supposed to
Ooh,
stay?
I love that orange. That orange looks great. Who is that? That's Alana.
Cedric.
That's me. That's
Because
nice.
I didn't have any black, so this is what I did.
I like the orange. That's
Yeah,
nice.
that looks good.
Okay, see what old heads can do?
Hey, you're resourceful
Killing it.
because y'all didn't have the internet.
There you go.
You didn't have other people come up with ideas for you.
I like
I have to think
it.
of something.
Jalyssa's, that's nice.
Yo, Cedric, you should honestly keep it the way you have it right now. That white
Just
on
leave
the
it.
claws looks dope. The white on the claws looks dope, in my opinion.
Ooh, Roxanne, that one is really neat. That's nice.
I'm done.
That's beautiful. Good
So
bro.
now I can
That
finish
is
my wine.
nice.
Yeah, you guys did real good. Roxanne and some other people I saw you did a really good job, but just make sure that you do the edges too, okay? So that when you hang it, it looks 100% finished.
Okay.
Fox, you laughing?
So yeah, I'm gonna take a picture too, see what I did. Oh, and don't
Learn
forget
tonight
to
that I'm
sign.
too immature for this.
I'm messing up my white. Ah, shit. I need more water.
I know. I just need to.
I need more drink.
I'm gonna sign on his eyebrow.
Why you keep flexing on us, Miss Cheryl? You keep flexing on us.
I'm gonna get y'all with that good ASMR real quick.
Oh my God, don't do it.
I feel refreshed.
So you got the mic?
No, I got that mic. I got that streamer set up, baby. Fresh Yingling Lager. Great taste, less calories.
Would you be streaming?
Taste less calories.
You got games on your phone?
On my phone.
You sound like somebody's child at that.
You got games on your phone? Let me play Snake.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now I'm in the Discord. He knows.
Yeah, I'm in the Discord. Y'all gotta find me over there.
Okay.
So I'm spotting Malik. I'm looking at your chair, man. You got that racing chair.
Oh yeah, man.
Maximum comfort, man.
I got maximum comfort. Where's my background? Let me turn it down.
All right, you guys.
Woo,
So
look at
we're
this. Woo.
Got the gaming chair. It's great.
we're about to leave here.
Yes. Okay, guys, we're at time.
But I want you guys to know that I think Joy said you guys have an after party afterwards.
Can you put that in the link again?
Eric, can you please drop that link again, please?
Yes, please, darling. Oh, she did.
It's already there.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Cheryl.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
This has been a
And,
fantastic event.
yeah,
So
we
fun.
invite you to join us on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. Hashtag your pictures because we're running a contest that goes until December 28th. And look at the camera. We're running a contest that goes until December 28th. And just hashtag Studio 928 and we'll enter you to win a party for 4 for you and your family over the holidays. So
You each have a business card with the information for Studio 928. So if you guys want to have any events over the holidays or want to schedule some time with your friends, please check out Miss Cheryl and her group and support local Black businesses.
Awesome. Make sure you
Cheryl,
vote.
you've been awesome. We thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, you're
Thank
so
so much.
This has been really
Wow.
good.
Thank
Do you know
you.
how great this looks on my webpage to show that I did the University of Pittsburgh Alumni Homecoming? This is amazing and huge, and I thank you so much, Joy, for the opportunity. And you guys were great. You
Absolutely.
made my job so easy.
We try.
So, okay, you guys have a nice
I will join us.
All right, guys, pop on over to the after party. And if you do not, thank you for coming. We really appreciated having you. I mean, we weren't able to see each other in person, but this was fantastic. It was a pleasure seeing all of your beautiful faces. Hope to see you at the after party. And take care and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm good to the next.